what I'm teaching is look at this as the horror, the price, the suffering, so the mind reels from it, so that therefore there's a disgust. I want people to know you can introduce disgust against desire by learning some of these principles, these laws, and these arts that are throughout this book that I learned and modified and found my own spin on it through a lot of the Anthony Robbins, which is strictly just neurolinguistic programming. And when somebody speaks loud, they break the state, the using state. The state is based on a triad of your thoughts and the way you define them, and your physiology and your focus. And when you scream out loud and you hear it in your own ears, out of your own mouth, it shatters that hypnotic lock. It's that hypnotic lock that takes them down into failure and despair and destroys their life. The very principles of success are the very principles an addict and alcoholic is successfully using to destroy themselves. And that is having a clear mental picture of what I desire in my life. War stories are a horror, because war stories allow clear, exciting, attractive images to form in the mind. And the mind only knows one thing: acquire all objects of desire. And therefore, addicts and alcoholics must learn to begin to speak against that, to speak with disgust. If they're going to do a war story, let them have tears and let them have some disgustful thoughts, even words, in their own ears that move them away from that desire. You know, the bottom line is that we cannot control our first thoughts. Our thoughts choose us. You don't wake up and program your mind with what you're going to be thinking. What you're thinking thinks of you before you think of it. But you always, 100%, have power and control over what you speak after what you've thought. Simple example, you get a thought, I want to get high. You can say, yeah, where, how will I get away with it? Who do I need to see? Do I have the money? Where's the resources? 5 instant thoughts following that first thought. Or you could say, out loud, in your own ears, I don't want to hurt my family anymore. You know, I don't want to suffer anymore. You know, I'm done with this thing. But the thing is not the substance. The thing is the suffering the substance caused. So when you say, I'm done with this thing, you see your crying child. You see your crying spouse. You see yourself in the mirror, you know, just disgusted with yourself. But you don't see the substance when you say, I'm done with this. And then your mind starts to work in a very, very user-friendly manner. And you start to envision what you do desire in your life. And that's how it works. But I can't help to keep saying again and again to you out there, addiction has destroyed your value. It has destroyed your personal sense of self. It has destroyed your self-esteem. These methods and technologies will build that back up. The more you do what you don't want to do, the more you teach yourself you're in charge of yourself. And the more you're in charge of yourself, the more power you have to transform your life and create a brand new destiny.